Record. Great. Hi, this is AIO Financial. We're fee-only financial advisors, and today we're going to answer anyone's questions, but we're also going to talk about Tucson, Arizona as an ideal place, financially, lifestyle, ideal place to live. Number one in the world. It's nothing better. That's not a joke. That's our pitch. All right. What do you think, Luis? What do you think would be better? It's
Well,
like those trade-offs.
I would tag it as the good place to live. Yeah.
It's got trade-offs because Madrid or Spain might be historic and interesting, but their taxes are a lot higher. So there's trade. It depends on what you're looking for. And we have the Grand Canyon nearby. We get a lot of cool outdoor stuff.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Yeah.
Um, all right. Do you want to start, or do you want me to go into the cost of living?
Well, number one, we have affordable cost of living, more room to build wealth. And as you were saying, Tucson's is affordable. Um, yeah, I think the strongest point it's got.
I think that is a strong point. Well, yeah, I don't know if it's the strongest, but it is one plus. You put a plus there. They're telling us that if the US average is 100, Tucson cost of living, average cost of living is $2,000 a month, making it one of the most affordable cities in Arizona. But I mean, in the country, there's probably cheaper. But they say it's about 50%, what did they say, 47% less expensive than Los Angeles. Well, I don't think that's right. 30 less expensive than Los Angeles. Yeah, that's right. 30% less expensive than Los Angeles and less expensive than Phoenix. What are they saying? Over 10, 15% less expensive than Phoenix. In the US average, they say is kind of close to Phoenix. So we're cheaper than average, way cheaper than California or some cities in California. Pretty reasonable. Yeah, that's a plus. What's next? What's
Right.
our number two argument that Tucson is the number one place in the world for everyone?
Yeah, you can find consensus of something different on the comments, right?
Yeah,
But
that's right. Let us know if you disagree.
Arizona's tax structure is another significant draw for Tucson residents, while the state has a moderate income tax rate.
Yeah, it's 2.5% flat tax right now, and we don't tax any Social Security. So it's nice for retiring. When you're getting Social Security, you don't have to pay any state taxes on it. And 2.5%, I think it's pretty low and it's flat. No matter how much you earn, you're paying 2.5. Um, Also on taxes, we have these state credits that are kind of nice. You can give your tax money to a charity instead of paying it to the government, which is kind of funny. Yeah. But I mean, it's good our taxes are low, but then our schools aren't that good and our roads aren't that good. But you get what you pay for. You could
Yeah,
have great schools, great roads, great government services, but then you have to pay for it. So trade-offs.
more of your money.
Yeah, you don't keep as much, but you have these services that are kind of nice. Trade-offs. Yeah, I don't know how we pay our teachers, but I bet we're not one of the highest paid teachers in our state. But for retirement, if you just don't want to pay a lot in taxes, it's good. All right, what's your thought about the weather?
Well, it's a little toasty, I would say.
It's the summer.
Yeah.
We're about 2,500 feet above sea level, so we're up a little bit. And real quickly, you can go to Mount Lemmon and get up even higher, and that's a break. We don't have water around. There are some lakes, little ponds, but nothing huge. Summers are hot, but then the rest of the year is nice.
Yeah, next point would be the proximity to Mexico. So that's cultural points and like economic benefits to
And
it.
beaches.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you want,
you could go to San Diego to the Pacific, but the Pacific is freezing cold. And I think it's like an 8-hour drive. How far is it to Puerto Penasco, to Rocky Point, Tucson to San Diego? Um, Tucson to San Diego, they're saying is 6 hours. All right, that's not terrible. And then you can get to the cold Pacific. But Tucson to Rocky Point is 4 hours and it's warm. It's nice water. And it would be cheaper. San Diego's super expensive to get a hotel. Rocky Point or down to Keno or San Carlos, it'd be cheaper than San Diego and nicer water, better food.
Yeah, I back you up on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Mexico. Well, I mean, I think that's one of our points coming up. Proximity to Mexico. What other benefits of going to Mexico besides beach, cultural, cross-border? Oh, dental. We cross for getting our teeth done because it's so much cheaper. Medical care. There could be business interests, crossing stuff back and forth. Festivals, food, community events. Practice your Spanish.
Yeah, I think there is a you are bilingual.
Yeah, or to become bilingual because you're right here. You could go down. I mean, in the city, there's lots of Spanish spoken, but cross the border and you can practice even more. Take a class down there or something. Um, and actually, Nogales is right there on the border, and they have good food, dentists. You could buy stuff. If you go further south, Magdalena is a really pretty historic city. That's a nice one. And then if you go further south, you get to the capital of Sonora, that's Hermosillo, and that's a big city with lots going on.
Mhm.
If you don't go to the beaches, there are some towns and cities. And if you go to the Sierra, then you can um, get out of the heat a little. All right. What do you got?
Yeah.
What's it?
Number five, the job market, opportunities for growth and stability. Tucson is home to a range of industries that provide stable and well-paying jobs.
Yeah, we got the University of Arizona medical. There's a lot of snowbirds or retirees coming here. So there's a lot of helping older people available. Being close to Mexico, I think there's a lot of businesses, I guess, importing or exporting. Transportation, there's big train yards here. And we have Raytheon and Davis Monthan Air Force Base. They say Banner Health. I think most cities, a big employer is the health community, but I think especially because we have all these older retirees, we have even more health care than normal cities. Yeah, and the University of Arizona is huge. That's a big university. That's a big employer. Yeah, and you get a lot of students. If you're starting up a business, you have all these graduates you can try to use. Huh.
Yeah, always good.
Yeah, I think that's good. All right, outdoor recreation. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you know a lot about this more than I do, but what I've experienced, it's pretty good. Like there's ton of options, all of them connected and near the city. The farther you go, like the better they get. But yeah, there's like one for if you're just a beginner or you like hiking a lot and you're an expert, well, you get to do a lot of stuff up there
Yeah,
in
this is
Tucson.
saying we're surrounded by breathtaking mountain ranges, but it's true. There are the Santa Catalina, the Tucson Mountains, the Rincon. We have Saguaro National Park, Sabino Canyon, Bear Canyon, Mount Lemon. Um, there's a lot of right around us, so a lot of hiking. You can get up in elevation where it's cooler. There's waterfalls, rivers. Biking is awesome. They have this, they call it a loop, but it's 131 miles of paved non-cars. Get the cars away, just paved trails. You can rollerblade or you can walk or you can bike. That's like the best thing in the world. It's you can actually get around to a lot of parts of the city just on a bike. rock climbing, Mount Lemon's awesome for rock climbing. It just half an hour you're up there, can start climbing. A lot of levels, a lot of nice rock up there. Bird watching. Have you ever bird watched, Luis?
I've never done it. Have you?
I went once. You kind of, I don't know. I was with my daughter, so we weren't very patient. Um, and they don't sit still. So you're trying to identify them and then they fly off and you're trying to guess what you're seeing. But I know there's people that think we're on some kind of migratory path that you can see a lot of interesting birds coming through. We have this Sweetwater wetlands. I don't know about this riparian national conservation area, but I've never been there. But I've been to the wetlands, and you do see a bunch of birds. Horseback riding. Have you ever horseback rode?
Well, in Mexico, we do that a lot, but yeah,
Have
I
you
think
done
I
it?
know my way around a horse, yeah.
You do? Well, that's cool. They're pretty big. I don't want to fall off them, but I know people horseback ride. I even see it when you go on the wash. Sometimes you see a horse down there. Um, Even right down the road as you go to the park, right along the river thing, the river trail, there's some stalls of horses. Um, I know people are doing that.
Yeah, those are like beautiful and strong animals.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of outdoor activities, and we don't have crazy traffic. It's not a huge city that you can't get out pretty quickly. So you can escape from the city pretty fast.
I agree.
All right, they say it's a foodie city with Southwestern flair. What do you think of that?
Well, I can support that. I've tried a ton of food there, and yeah, my favorite is Chinese. I went to this place like Kong something, and it was amazing. Like the best Chinese food I've ever had.
Oh, that's good to hear. I usually find just a couple restaurants and stick to them, and mostly my wife cooks, so we don't eat out at, but Mexican food, I know there's a lot of places, and I know we have a
Fun.
variety. There's like Thai food and African food, and like you said, Chinese or Japanese food. Lots of ways to get fat or stay healthy.
Well, if you hike and then go to a restaurant, you're not technically keep it fit.
That's right. You got to eat. You got to eat somewhere. So yeah, that's good. All right, what else you got?
Proximity to Phoenix, big city perks with small city living. Like living in Tucson allows you to enjoy the best of both worlds.
Yeah, what do you do in Phoenix? I mean, what's the advantage of Phoenix? Have a big airport that's cheaper, but you have to drive 2 hours down there and then leave your car parked somewhere, and you're probably paying for parking. But concerts, I guess big concerts come to Phoenix. Tucson, we don't get, we're not Taylor Swift coming to Tucson, but 2 hours away, if you need your big concerts, you can go. I went to see Maroon 5 in Phoenix with the girls, and I don't think I like concerts. I was just
Why?
like, I don't know. It's just them singing. I mean, I could have listened to it and not driven 2 hours. And then they end at 11 o'clock and you got to drive home. Well, professional sports too. Like if you like basketball or football or pro baseball, 2 hours away, you can go see your pro sports. But I don't know. The university here has sports too. I don't know. They're good enough for me. I don't really go to Phoenix. But if you wanted to go, you can go.
Point it's retiree heaven. Dixon's appeal for the golden years.
Yeah, there are a lot. We have a lot of clients in senior living, either assisted living or senior living. There's a lot of people from the north that come down to Tucson, and they come down to Arizona, but a lot in Tucson. So we have a lot of healthcare, good healthcare, a lot of facilities, and they're not as expensive. I mean, everyone has senior living, or every city, but compared to Chicago or LA, even Phoenix, Tucson senior living costs are a lot lower. I think that's it. Healthcare options, affordable living in good weather. Good weather most of the year and just really hot. What my mother says, it's comfortable indoors with the air conditioning. So even in the summer,
all year round.
all year round. Yeah, if you get outside, you got to get up early in the summer, but yeah, or stay in the air conditioning. She used to hike. Her hike was go to the mall and they'd open up the mall before the stores open and you could do laps in the mall,
Wow,
like
that's the
Tucson Mall or something. Yeah, I guess that's an activity. Um, the last point seems self-serving. I don't think that's an argument for moving to Tucson.
well, financial growth. Well, you can do that anywhere you are with the help of a financial advisor, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think there is some low cost of living, pretty good tax situation. It's got some nice lifestyle opportunities, lots of pickleball. Boy, there's lots of pickleball and tennis. And we have there's country clubs, it's a pretty good variety. Um, it depends on what you're looking for if this fits for you, but I think for some people, the trade off makes it a good option. I've liked it here, but it's got pros and cons like anywhere.
Yeah, we can
Okay. I think we've sold it. Best place on the planet. We'll see you guys here soon.
watching.
Yeah, thanks. Did you see any questions? See, that's the thing. I don't on Facebook, I don't know if anyone can ask questions.
Well, on Instagram, we got some greetings, good morning, and some people watching. But yeah, I can't see on Facebook, but yeah, cheers to everyone watching.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. All right. Take care. Bye. All right.